Hey guys, it's Jordy underscore medium 13 here. So I am back. It is a new year. Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of this incredible journey with me. Thank you for all the support that you guys have given me over the last few years. And yeah, this is a special little reading that I wanted to do to embrace the new year, for the new year, to see what the cards say as to what this year is going to bring all of us, and sort of get a little bit of a um get a bit of an insight into what this year has to provide and what it can provide us. So I have picked a few cards from a range of different card decks that I have. So I've got four cards. But yeah, we might as well get into it. I wanted to start off with a bit of a review from last year as well, and talk about what kind of year that was, and all of that. So I know for me personally, it was definitely a big year, having to, well, not having to, but moving to a new state, moving away from everything that I've known. Yeah, definitely was a big year. I think for a lot of us too, there was a lot of change, a lot of growth, a lot of maturing, a lot of just sort of understanding more of ourselves and learning more about ourselves and who we are and who we want to be as people. So definitely a big year last year, and judging by the cards that have come out, definitely looks like it's going to be another big one. So I'm already feeling like it's going to be a big year. There's going to be a lot more changes, and just a lot more love, and a lot more connection, a lot more growth, and definitely a lot of new beginnings, and a lot of fresh starts, and a lot of just understanding who we are, and really allowing love and everything into our lives at the right time. So we'll start with one of my very first card decks, the Akashic tarot cards. So the card that came out was Archangel Raphael, which is all about healing and the growth. And what I was talking about, what I was already feeling about this year, really is just yeah, it's a very healing card, and I feel like it's going to allow us to go within and really work on ourselves as well, so that we can become the better version of ourselves, become the version that we want to be, really. It's just a lot of healing, a lot of growth, and allowing us to, yeah, really become the people that we want to become, and really put in the work that we want to put in to achieve our goals, to achieve everything that we are wanting to achieve in this life. So definitely a big card, and I like that it's one of the archangels. It's very healing, very comforting. So it'd be a very interesting year into to sort of draw that energy in, and allow Archangel Raphael to help with the healing, that and all of that. So yeah, definitely a very interesting card to start the reading off. So we might as well jump to the next card, which is from my Moonology Manifestation card deck, another favorite of mine. The card is got a bit of a motorbike going past us. Interesting timing. So back onto this. So the card that came out was the first quarter moon in Gemini, which is speak your world into being. So definitely that new beginnings feel of really honing in on what it is that you want to create and what you want in this life, so that you can, yeah, speak it into being, start putting the actions in place to achieve what you want to achieve, to really go after your goals, dreams, and aspirations for life. And the new year provides us a lot, in the sense of a lot of new, because it's obviously a new year. There's a lot of fresh energy, a lot of vibrancy around the new year. So it's important to sort of nurture that, in a sense, and start looking for those new opportunities and the new ways that you can value yourself, and that you can really go out in the world and achieve what it is that you want to achieve. Because some of us aren't meant to be here working for someone when we can be working for ourselves, when we can be doing what our passion and what it is that we want to create. We can really do that for ourselves. I think it's time to start valuing ourselves and start working out what kind of what do we want from our working lives? What do we want from all of our relationships as well? Whether it's romantic, whether it's friendship, whether it's work and life. It's really honing in on what we want and what we want the relationships to look like. Do we what are our values? Do we value respect? Do we value kindness? And are we getting that? Are we giving that to ourselves? And are we getting that from the people that are around us? So it's very, very important. And yeah, speak your world into being. What do you want to create? What legacy do you want to leave behind? And I think that's so important. So I'll get to the manifestation affirmation for this card, which I feel is going to add a bit of depth into sort of the energy for the year, with the speak your word into being. What can we continue to bring in for the new year? So energies of the first quarter moon in Gemini, thank you for helping me to raise my thoughts and so my vibration. So that already is important. It's already saying there, to keep your vibration higher, to keep keep those positive thoughts going. You don't want to have all the negativity and all of that stuff take over. So definitely very important to keep our vibration high and yeah, allow everything in the right time. So we'll get to the next card, which you guys would know by now is definitely my favorite card deck, one of anyway, the Healing Waters Oracle. I love the water, so it's definitely continuing. This card is definitely continuing with the theme of the new beginnings, which it actually mentions on the card as well. So it's actually the Rainbow card, which it talks about sweet relief, new beginnings, and a new way forward. So it's really honing in on that path and that journey, what we want to create, what we want to manifest, what we want to bring in, working on all that abundance, the wealth, and all of that stuff is really what it is that we want to make this year to be. And I feel like a lot of us, we want to be cutting ties with the past. We want to be leaving the past behind, which is so important because now that we are in a new year, we want this new year to be full of positive energy, positive vibes, full of everything that we want, out of life. And there's always going to be some things that will kind of rock us, that will come into our lives, that will affect us, and that will need our attention in those moments. But yeah, it's definitely an exciting year with I like the mention of the sweet relief because it feels like there's something there that is going to just help us to be like, okay, I don't have to fight so hard. I don't have to, I don't have to continue to work so hard. I'm starting to seek some of the benefits of the hard work that I've already put in. So definitely an interesting year, and I love a new way forward because I feel like for a lot of us, this year will provide a new way forward and a new lease on life and a new outlook and a new perspective. So definitely a lot to look forward to this year. Definitely a lot of positive vibes, positive energy. Yeah, and some real excitement around this year. I feel like this is going to be a big year for a lot of us in a lot of different ways, and a lot of exciting opportunities that are just around the corner that it's time to allow in. So I'll get to the last card, which is um, probably one of my more special card decks, Whispers of Love. I love this card deck, and I love the element of love in there. So the card is actually a very interesting card for a lot of us. I feel this will be definitely interesting for a lot of us. So it's true love. And I feel like that's another thing that's going to be provided this year for us is really finding that one that special one. And I feel like this card kind of signifies that, in the sense of talking about true love, that love that is once in a lifetime, that is, that is destined for us, that we may not always believe or trust that is there for us, but it definitely is. And I feel like it's definitely going to be a special year. It's going to be a year full of love, full of abundance, full of wealth, full of all the amazing things that we want for this year. And that's the thing, that's the beauty of a new year, is that it can be anything that we want it to be. And it's time for us to really hone in on what we want. What do we want out of this year? What do we want to gain? What do we want to bring into our lives? And I feel like a lot of us who are single are really, wanting to bring love in, wanting to um feel that connection. And I feel like that's definitely going to be coming for a lot of us this year, is that true love, that once in a lifetime love that we've been waiting for and sort of searching for, in a sense. And it's just a matter of being in that right vibration, being in that right frequency to allow it in, to be ready for it, to be truly ready for it. And a good friend of mine has told me, are we ever truly ready for anything that's happened in our lives? And it's such an interesting perspective, because it's not about being ready or feeling ready. It's a matter of, because it's going to happen as it's supposed to. It's going to happen in divine timing anyway. It's a matter of being in the right frequency and the right vibration for it, to allow it in. And yeah, I guess it's just continuing to do that inner work, so that we're in a position that is more ready than what we would have been, say, maybe a month ago or 2 months ago. So yeah, definitely a lot to look forward to. A lot of good energy and good vibes around the year. We've got the Archangel Raphael card coming out, which is all about the healing and the growth. And then we had the Rainbow card, which is new beginnings, new opportunities, a new way forward, and sweet relief. And then we had Speak Your World into Being, which was focusing on what it is that we want to create, what it is that we want to bring in to our lives. And then we finished with true love. So allowing that one and only person into our lives, that once in a lifetime love, and allowing that in and being ready for it. So definitely an interesting year. Definitely, judging by these cards, definitely going to be a big one for a lot of us. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little reading. It was definitely interesting to sort of hone in on the year and focus on the year and the outlook, and what the year's going to be. So it's definitely going to be an interesting one. It's going to be a big one for a lot of us. Definitely a lot of good out there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you guys next week for another weekly reading. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what you thought, and yeah, let's make 2024 our year, guys. It's our time now. Thanks, guys.